Having it all requires you to have a really positive mindset. I live by this phrase that everything is working out for me in perfect timing. Everything is always working out for me. Everything will always be okay. And people tell me all the time, Lorna, you're so positive all the time, or you're so happy all the time. And the truth is my life isn't rainbows and butterflies every single day. But I shift the way that I see certain situations. When shit hits the fan, when things don't go my way, when a challenge is presented in my life, I don't say, oh, this sucks, poor me, why is this happening to me? I don't get frustrated. Well, I allow myself to get frustrated, but I don't stay there. I look at every single challenge as an opportunity to grow. I look at a challenge and I don't say, poor me, like, why is this happening? I always go back to that phrase. Everything is always working out for me. Nothing lasts forever. The good times in your life, soak them up, baby, because they're not going to last forever. But at the same time, the challenges are also not going to last forever. Everything is always working out for you. And at the time, you might not understand. There's been so many moments in my life, for example, binge eating. I'm like, why me? Like, why do I have to struggle with this? I want this gone. This is horrible. This is painful. This is I don't want binge eating in my life. And at the time, I couldn't understand why it was happening to me. And for whatever reason, I've always had this little glimpse of hope that you're experiencing this challenge for a reason. You're experiencing this challenge for a reason. And I truly believe a huge reason why I personally struggled with binge eating is because I had this gift in me. I had this gift to share with the world how to overcome something like this. And in the thick of the moment, when I was struggling with binge eating, I didn't understand that. I was like, I just need to be free from this. Why am I struggling? Like, take this struggle away from me. But now I look back at my life and I'm so grateful, actually. I'm so grateful for that challenge. Because number one, it's allowed me to help all of you badasses conquer binge eating. That's truly a blessing. But also, I'm grateful because it made me the woman I am today. It made me stronger. I always tell myself, like, if I can overcome binge eating, I can literally overcome anything. I can overcome anything. So I don't see challenges as a bad thing. We all have challenges in our life, but it's how you view the challenge. It's how you view the challenge. I stay positive in so many situations because I know everything's just temporary. And I know that how you view the situation matters. Like I said, one person can go to there's two people that are going through the exact same situation. One person is complaining, why me, poor me, this, that, and the other. And the other person is like, okay, well, this sucks right now. And I'm going to be mad and I'm going to be frustrated. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I will get through this. That is my mindset. I will get through this. Everything is working out for me. Even if I literally cannot see it in that moment, I know that a challenge is here to make me stronger. And although I don't struggle with binge eating anymore, there's other challenges in my life that have nothing to do with food that just pop up where I'm human, right? Like I live life. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be hard times. And I don't want to say I get excited when challenges happen, but I'm always like, it's going to be okay. There was something actually recently last month that was going on in my personal life. And most people would literally crash. Most people would say, this is too hard. This is too challenging. I can't do this. And I'm like, we got this. I literally find the gratitude in those moments. Well, what could I be grateful for? I literally find the positive moments. I find gratitude amongst the challenges because there's always something to be grateful for. You can look at a challenge and see it as like this big mountain in front of you where because one challenge is happening in your life, you feel stuck. You feel blocked. You feel like I'm stuck here. But for me, I see this mountain in front of me and I start getting resourceful. I'm like, okay, well, how am I going to climb this mountain? Okay, well, who do I need to become in order to climb this mountain? I don't see challenges as a bad thing. I don't see hard times as a bad thing. I'm like, okay, well, the universe is teaching me a lesson, and anytime something incredible has happened in my life, I kid you not, there's always been a challenge before it. There's always been a challenge before it. So now I know that when a challenge is presented to me, something incredible is on the other side. Something incredible is about to happen in my life. When? I don't know. What? I don't know. But something incredible is coming on the other side. And if you can push past the challenge, you will experience that breakthrough, that incredible thing that's right around the corner. But if you can't go past the challenge, you don't get that breakthrough. If I didn't go through the challenge of struggling with binge eating, I wouldn't feel so fulfilled and full of joy every single day that I do now, being binge free, but also supporting all my badass clients. You don't experience the joy, the highs of the high if you're not willing to experience the lows of the low. So when challenges present themselves, I always remind myself there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And that quote, everything is working out for me. Even if I don't understand, why is this challenge here? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is I'm strong. What I do know is I'm going to get past it. What I do know that there is a breakthrough around the corner. What I do know that better days are ahead of me. Everything is working out for me, whether I know it or not. And same with you. Every single thing is working out in your favor. You're going to be okay. You are going to be okay. This is why I have it all. I don't worry when life gets hard. I don't worry when there's a challenge in front of me because I know that I can overcome this. Like, I am going to be okay. I want to be that light in my life, in my husband's life, in my friend groups. Like, I want to be that person that stays positive. And it's not like delusional of like shit's hitting the fan and I'm just like, everything's incredible. It's not like oblivious, but it's okay. Well, we have two choices. Like, you can either complain and say this sucks, or you can stay positive and work through the challenges in your life. That's what I did when I overcame binge eating. I worked through the challenges. Okay, well, what do I need to do to overcome this? Like, I'm going to overcome it. Okay, so I'm going to get the proper support. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to stay committed. And same with any other challenge that presents itself in my life. I find a way to work through that challenge. When you work through the challenge, you get to experience the joy, the happiness, the freedom, the bliss. So find gratitude in those challenging moments. As much as you want to just hide and be upset, it's like, find the gratitude. What can you still be grateful for in those challenges? It's not about, oh, I'm only happy when everything in my life is going fantastic. Yes, soak in those moments, but also when life is lifing, how can you still find the gratitude? How can you still be positive? How can you still show up for yourself when life is lifing? This has been my mindset for many, many, many years. And I know my mom's the same. She's like, life is too short to not be happy. And I'm like, yes, mother, yes. Life is too short. And my husband, he's always like, you're just so positive all the time. Well, yeah, that's how I want to live my life. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. There's already so much negativity in the world. I want to be that positive light. I want to remind people that everything will be okay. Because I've reminded myself of that so many times, and I live an extraordinary life. And then again, that doesn't mean that I don't have challenges. I just see challenges in a different way. Thank you, challenge, for being here. Thank you, challenge, for being here. All right, I'm ready for the breakthrough moment. I'm ready to climb up this mountain and be on top of the mountain and feel free and feel the joy and feel the bliss. But it's gonna suck walking up that mountain. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be challenging. I might have to cry. I might have to scream. I might have to, take a day to myself, but I'm up for the challenge. So let's freaking go, because I want the breakthrough on the other side. So this has always been my mindset. It's a huge reason why I truly believe I have it all. I embrace the challenges. I remind myself that I will be okay. Everything is working out for me, and I don't have to fear the challenges. So embody this mindset, and you're going to walk through life completely different. You're not going to fear challenges. You're going to embrace the challenges, knowing what's on the other side. So this is the podcast episode for today. As a reminder, I'm doing this podcast challenge in the month of November. It's called the Have It All November Podcast Challenge. I want to show you behind the scenes of how I have it all in my life. The mindset, how I show up every single day, so that you can also live a life where you love. I want you to live a life where you can confidently say, I do have it all as well too. So I'm sharing behind the scenes of my life, and I want you to start taking action every single day. I want you to plug into the podcast every single day. I want you to share this podcast episode, maybe to somebody that is going through a challenging time. Share this with them. Hey, everything is working out for you in perfect timing. I listened to this podcast episode today. Share the podcast. It doesn't have to just be this episode. Share the podcast. Spread the light. Spread the good to your friends, to your family members, to your coworkers. I'm changing my life in the month of November. I'm literally radically transforming my life in the month of November, and I'm taking you along with me, and I want you to also radically transform your life in the month of November. You don't need anything crazy. You just need to decide. I woke up at the end of October. I said, November is going to be the greatest month of my life. And I kid you not, it has been phenomenal. 2 badasses just joined the Unstoppable Badass Retreat this morning. I literally spent my morning dancing. I threw on a cute outfit. I was dancing by myself. My husband texted me. He's like, what are you doing upstairs? I'm like, I'm just having a dance party. And then he started dancing with me. Like, I truly live my life. And I'm turning up the dial on my happiness, on my joy in the month of November. And I want you to experience this joy, this happiness, this fulfillment as well too. So stay plugged into the podcast, share this episode, stay connected. Let's have the freaking best month ever.